It also works as a non-marring bunker. So I was in the hunt for a mill vise, and initially I went and scrounged and I picked up a 6-inch Bridgeport on a swivel base, and as I was picking it up, I remembered Mr. Pete talking about how he prefers the 5-inch Bridgeport over the 6-inch just because of the sheer weight of the 6-inch Bridgeports. And so I opted to go for this 5.5-inch rusty old Universal Vise and Tool Company out of Parma, Michigan Vise. And I couldn't find the associated vise handle with it at the time. I do have a 1/2-inch shank on the ram and the turret, and all the head adjustments on the on my mill. So this will suffice plenty. But I wanted some options, and I saw this bicycle crank laying there, and I was like, hey, that looks like a 1/2-inch hole in there, and it is, but it's tapered. So I'm going to grind myself a little brooch out of a 1/2-inch piece of high-speed steel and broach that out the rest of the way so it's not tapered. And I was thinking, well, what do I do with for a handle on it? I could, it's threaded, I could easily put a crank handle in there or something. And I remembered Tom Lipton's and Outside Screwballs, little shorty ball handle, quick throw vise handle. That'd be pretty cool, and problem is I don't have a ball turner, so I can't turn myself an aluminum ball. But I do have a 3D printer, so I opted to draw myself up a ball that would just bolt on here, and tapped it 5/16 18, and it came out. I'm really happy with the way this one came out on my second attempt. This is a 2-inch diameter on an 80% infill, and I started out with a 2.5-inch diameter on 100% infill, and for some reason my print quality just was terrible, and this was a 12-hour print, so this is junk now. But this works perfect for me. This is a good little vise handle. Say if I was working off a stop and I was doing a bunch of repetitive parts or something, and I got myself a little quick throw handle now. I was gonna initially do some machining on this and kind of clean it up and get the wording out of there and stuff, but we'll wait until we get the vise all cleaned up for that. And so yeah, I'm really happy with that. And the theory would work as well for a if you had a short 3/4-inch wrench and you're working off a Kurt vise or whatever, and just draw it up so the ball would fit over the end of the wrench, and you don't have to cut off a perfectly good wrench.